Hey, thanks for coming. Uh, like I said on the phone, I was just looking for a little something to help take the edge off. Can you help me out with that? Hey, don't hold out on me. Look, I got cash right here for you. Wait, you're what? You're here for the job interview? Oh, my apologies. If you could keep this little misunderstanding between us, I'd really appreciate it. Yeah, I've always got Susie and HR all up in my business, so we wouldn't want this to have a negative effect on your interview, would we? Can I offer you a tea or a coffee before we proceed with the interview? Coffee? We actually don't have either of those things. I was merely offering as a formality. So I was hoping you'd say no. So you know why you're here. You're here applying for the position of my personal assistant. Yeah. That's right. That's right. Well, here first, let me get a good look at you. Okay. As you can probably tell by your time here so far, as a company, we really take a lot of pride in our appearances. And it's very important to maintain that professional image. So, why do you want this position? You're organized, clean, schedule-oriented. Excellent. That's what I'm looking for in a candidate, definitely. Oh, yes, absolutely. And you're willing to go above and beyond the call of duty when the situation demands it. Yeah. Okay, good. Well, it's important that you know that we're like family here. It's all about give and take. Okay, what can you bring to the table, and what do we bring to the table? Right. Well, for instance, I'll need you to keep very accurate files and schedule customer meetings. I'll also need you to get my suits and wardrobe dry cleaned and pressed. I prefer to have lunch every day at 11:29 and no later. Yeah, that's right, and my lunch of choice is Subway. Yeah, so actually, why don't you pull out your little pen and paper there and take some notes here. Yeah. Yes, I'm gonna give you my Subway order. I don't like to repeat myself, so when I tell you I want Subway, you know what to get. Alright, it's a foot-long Italian BMT on Italian herb and cheese. Yeah, and I want white cheese toasted. If you show up with yellow cheese on my sandwich, there's the door. Don't even show your face in here again. Yeah. And from there, I want lettuce, tomato, avocado, olives, banana peppers, and extra pickles. Also, drive the mustard to it, and I want lots of extra salt. Yeah. I want a bag of Doritos with it, and a blue Gatorade, or a Monster Energy drink. What does this have to do with anything? Well, I mean, you gotta understand, you're my personal assistant. Okay, and like I said, I don't like to ask for things twice. So, like I say you gotta give and you receive. Give and receive. That's the way it works around here. What do you receive? Well, you're receiving this job, of course. A lot of people would kill to be in this position. Yeah, that's right. I like a clean workspace, you understand? Now, I'm a busy man, so I don't always have time to clean up after myself. So, it's important that in addition to all of your other duties, that my office remains spotless. I prefer to have one black Sharpie pen and two number 2 pencils on my desk at all times. I don't like to be disturbed with petty things like asking when you can have a break and if it's okay if you go to the bathroom. As my assistant, I need you to be available at any given time, and that includes your off hours. Well, of course, like I said, I'm a very busy man. So sometimes 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, if I need you, you need to be there. Oh, you have children? Well, I mean, surely they can be left alone in the evenings for a few hours. Right. Well, that could make things a little difficult for you. You know, I need full commitment. Right? I guess we'll agree to disagree and cross that bridge when we get to it, I suppose. You, appear to be a suitable candidate for this job. Yeah. What's that? Are there any perks or extras? I'm afraid not. You know, the perk of this job is the privilege of getting to work here. Yeah. Oh, and another thing I noticed. You're gonna have to change that scent that you're wearing to something a little bit more attractive. I'm very particular when it comes to scents, so you don't own any other scents. Oh, that's fine. Well, you can just run out right after this and buy some. Oh no, that's gonna be out of your pocket, definitely. Yeah. So, a couple more guidelines for you. We don't play music in this office at any time. So, I find it takes away from the productivity and the workflow. So, what's that? Oh no, headphones are an absolute no. Well, you know, I wish we could make an exception, but unfortunately we can't. So if we make the exception for you, then we gotta make the exception for everyone. And the next thing you know, I've got a pile of paperwork this high on my desk for you to go through. And we don't want that, do we? No. You'll also refer to me as Mr. Chaos. Nothing else. Right. We keep it professional here. So we've got several goals that we're trying to achieve by next quarter. Yeah, we're definitely entering the busy season. Right. So, once again, a part of your job will be client outreach as well. And if you meet the threshold of acquiring us 20% more clients this quarter, it's ambitious, but we're looking for an ambitious person. The rewards will be great. Absolutely. A raise. Oh, no, you almost gave me a heart attack. No, pizza party. Yeah, we'll order 2 medium pizzas for the office, and everyone can have a slice, and we'll celebrate in your honor. Yeah. Oh no, this job is minimum wage. Yeah. Well, let's take into account you'll be doing the client outreach, the maintenance, scheduling my appointments, laundering my clothes, getting me lunch, and like I said, I'll also need you to keep my office spick and span and be available around the clock. I think that's, minimum wage for minimum workload. But, after you've been here for a little while, maybe about a year or so, we can sit down and maybe talk about, giving you a 50 to 75 cent raise. Sound good? Okay, well, it'll just have to be another bridge that we cross when we get to it. We'll just put a pin in that. By the way, I'll need you to run to the organic grocery store just down the street. Pick up a bag of the Costa Rica organic blend coffee, and I'll need you to hand grind that too, no machines. And I'd like it hot and fresh on my desk every morning. Splash of cream, 1 sugar. Are you writing this down? Good, good. Oh, one more thing, I'll need my Mercedes washed and waxed at least once a week. Yeah, did you see it out there? Pretty sweet ride, eh? Yeah, maybe if you work really hard and we hit those quarterly goals I was talking about, then maybe I'll be able to get another one. That would sure be nice. Yeah. Oh, absolutely, I need someone that's reliable. Yeah. So, are you interested in this position? Well, I mean, you don't have to make it sound like it's a terrible job. I'm very agreeable. I'm a nice guy to work with. Yeah, I think this could work. Definitely think it could work. If you're gonna want time off, you gotta put that in 6 months in advance. And we don't do sick days here. I mean, people like me in the position I am, of course, but someone like you, if you're sick, you can work remotely, but I'll still need my car washed. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's just the reality and how it goes. My last personal assistant was a real hassle. They kept saying they didn't have enough time with their families, and being on call 24/7 was too much for them, and blah, blah, blah. So when I let them go, they brought in these lawyers, and there were all these lawsuits and other HR issues and blah. Like, who wants drama in the workplace, right? Yeah, no one. So, we try to keep it pretty stress-free around here. I like to go golfing with the other executives. Oh, hey, write this down. I like to have my golf clubs nice and clean and polished, too. And on days where the office work isn't as heavy, I might need you to come along and be my golf caddy. Yeah, I got a bad back from a fall I took a couple of years ago, and someone's got to tote those clubs around for me. Right. Yeah. Can I hear your customer service voice? Yeah, like just pretend you're answering the phone. Offices of Mr. Chaos. Okay, that's not gonna work for me. Let me give you a couple of pointers. You really need to work on your demeanor and put a little bit more enthusiasm in your voice. We want this to sound like a pleasant, friendly, and inviting place to do business. So try again, please. Okay, that's a little bit better, but we'll get you trained up here. Well, all that's left to do is get you to meet the rest of the team. It's a pleasure to have you. Whoops, sorry. It's a pleasure to have you on board, and I look forward to seeing effort from you and really, really proving your worth. So come with me, and we'll go meet the rest of the team. Okay, 1 second. I just can't do this character, man. Yeah.